Hello everyone, and welcome back to Modded Monday, as we haven't had one of those in a while because I got sick with COVID, and that kind of threw my schedule overboard. But we have a mod here now with a World in Flames that brings WARNO to the modern day, and that one was in the work for a long while, and it is back into action now again, as the modder is back from his long holiday, and is back actively working, and just announced that 4 more nations are on the way. Germany, France, Belgium, and the Netherlands gonna come here in the future. No direct launch date, but more stuff is to come for what's in the game already, and what's in the game already is pretty great. And today we're gonna have a look over what is in here already. So we have USA and Russia, and we have quite a good amount of new cool toys and good looking models, like you can see here with the EA-18G Growler, or like the B-2 bombers, the Su-57, and so on. And there's a lot of infantry stuff and so on as well. 3 divisions on each side, 1 tank, 1 motorized, 1 infantry for the Americans, 2 infantry and one armored here, 2 tanks for the Russians, and a motorized division. So a lot of units here, and let's get into it with the Americans, starting in the logistics step. A lot of the units, as you can see, are still sharing models with the base WARNO ones, because they are base WARNO ones that are still in service, like the Humvee, like the M113s, the M3A3 Bradley here is new. That uses a couple of new cool traits. Advanced thermal, reducing the aim time of a unit by 20%. The reactive armor trait got reworked a lot. It now adds extra armor when hit by heat weapons based on the armor value of the unit. If it's a 1 to 5 hit point unit, it adds 5 extra armor when being hit, which is a bigger difference usually than the 1 hit point that the base game one does. If it's 6 to 10 armor, it adds 4 armor. If it's 10 to 15, it adds 3 armor. If it's 16 to 20, it's at 2 armor, which is around what 1 hit point will get you. And then if it's 21 plus, it gives you 1 extra armor when being hit. So, interesting system here for this. The tandem round still gets 1 extra penetration against era equipment. And yeah, Electro Dazzler works like in the normal game, reduces the increases the ECM against missiles, so missiles have a lower chance to hit you. And there are trophy systems as well. We will get to that trait in a while as well. Infantry, for the most part, as the icons are the same, but the equipment and the look of the units is changed a bit, with some more vests going around, some protection, and we have a couple of different weapons as well. For example, javelins with the top attack. Top attack already in the game, with just 1 tool so far though, and now we have it on some infantry units here. It's fire and forget as well, so with 1925 meter range in game, so that's all going around. We have DMR motor rifles here. We have engineers coming around, more javelins, and yeah, a lot of 84s coming around. M3, MAWS, double javelin ranger teams for really smacking the living hell out of enemy armor. Some good old laws going around as well, though, as it's A4s for 1 extra hit point compared to the base game. Smokes, more javelins here as full-on teams, and good old 50 cals and grenade launcher teams and so on stay around. We have new transports here as well, like these lovely ones, and as you can see, the detail in the models is great, and everything is functional, wheels are turning and so on, so that is really good. Some are slightly lower polygon, it feels like, than others. The quality is not quite the same across the board, but it is really great on the base level, and some of them just look fantastic. This is one of them in my eyes that looks fantastic, and yeah, really shows what is possible now with WARNO modding tools. So yeah, more infantry here. Artillery has some cool new looking units as well. We have basic paladins, for example. That's another beautiful model here. The upgraded M109s A6s here. PGM rounds with guidance for more accuracy. We have the same thing for mortars, 120 millimeter mortar with guided rounds here coming around. We have a really cool looking mine clearing tank here, mine clearing coming out and back. 21 frontal armor, can smoke off. And howitzers, bigger howitzers from the National Guard formations here. HIMARS cluster and HE ATACMS cluster coming around as well, hitting hard here. Looking good too. Solid range, obviously. Can smack everywhere on the battlefield. And then more mortars, more guided artillery. So, yeah, some new toys here going around with the paladins, with the mine clearing tools. More stuff there is planned as well. The tanks are obviously mostly Bradleys and Abrams in a lot of different forms. We still have some classic M1A1s here, in National Guard variant here, though they get the thermal sights trait here as the bonus as well. And then we have the trophy one, which trophy adds 2 extra hit points and gives a chance of not being hit by anti-tank missiles, like reduces the accuracy of anti-tank missiles. It doesn't say directly how much, but together with the reactive armor here, it should really give you great survivability here. And that makes the M1A2s here really solid. And yeah, you have the Tusk here with some extra frontal armor, all of them 26 frontal armor and so on. Hard hitting, big boys, really, really strong tanks. We have Humvee Toad 2Bs, which is top attack as well. So the 16 is actually pretty strong there. 50 cal, good looking, wheeled M1126 with mine protection, which units traveling inside of them will only receive 2 damage instead of being destroyed. So yeah, units inside get better protected there. That is pretty cool as well. More javelins on top here for the grenade launcher variant. And then we have these beautiful guys here as well. They have a new trait with standoff armor that gives you armored value as well, but lower than the reactive armor. So 1 to 5, it only gives you 3 instead of 5. 2 to 6, 6 to 10, it gives you 2 instead of 4, and so on. So yeah, basically just reduced error in the effect, but cooler representation as well. Same without the cage. And yeah, here we have Totu A and B running around as well. We have Bradleys with all of these beautiful systems as well. They obviously have the MRAP upgrade as well. The base ones here, the M2 A2s don't have it. ODS coming around. Beautiful little Cougar. Solid looking vehicle here as well. And then in the recon tab we have drones as well, including some with Hellfires. So the UAVs introduced into the base game helped out this mod in that form as well. 4 hit points. A good bit survivable, but yeah, Hellfires here are the key part. This one obviously is really scary. Outside of that, relatively light recon here. You have a decent amount of Bradleys though. You have your classic Humvees with AGLs and 50 cal still. CV still have the second trait. You have special forces here with GSRs. GSR still functions the same, so that still works like that. Javelin team, National Guard, that obviously is pretty dope. Scouts with that as well. Normal scouts have AT4s here. The cool sniper teams are in too. And another GSR unit here that also has second, so can be used nicely as a recon team. AA is relatively small for the Americans as well so far. Shorad with Hellfire and normal Shorad. Difference obviously is in the Hellfire missile, so this one can target ground units really efficiently as well. This one here is purely anti-air for the most part. 30mm obviously can be used against everything. And then we have Avenger E's with Stinger block 1, RMP block 1s. Solid, but not super special. and the K ones get more accuracy and better aim time. So these ones are a good bit better coming around here. And then we have a Patriot system, which is pretty scary. Though the range is also put into place for WARNO. But great accuracy, good range, hitting hard with 9 damage. Then we have a lot of Stinger families here, with different accuracy here on the end. This one here, the old Stinger post, still being at 55% accuracy. So high accuracy here, scaling up. And then helicopters, we have Apaches in different forms. We have Hellfires, normal Hellfire 2s here. And rockets that are guided. So that is interesting. Hydro rockets, Hellfires, and another form of the longbow in National Guard. Airtap, for sure, my favorite one in this, with F-35As here coming around. A lot of AIM-120s here coming around. AIM-120Ds on this variant. The Raptor coming in with AIM-120Cs, AIM-9Xs, all going around hard. But you also still have some older planes, like some F-16Cs here with AIM-9X and AIM-120Cs as well though. So missiles upgraded, but the basic airframe still the same. No stealth and so on. The stealth is modeled in as well, so the B-2 can do its job. Has a long-range missile here with the AGM-154 here, so can hit from far away and get up of there. Mother of all, no, MOP. Well, this is a heavy-hitting bomb, is what it is. Not the Moab. I think this is the follow-up, right? PGM coming around with GBUs on an A10, and then you still have your classic missile A10 as well. So that's it for the strike eagles still being similar here. So yeah, this is it here for the Americans. Let's switch over to the Russians and let's have a look what they got. Logistics, they got a couple new trucks, KMA Zs coming around here, Motostrelkis and so on coming in as well. As I mentioned before in my Broken Arrow video and so on, I'm not a super big fan of the setting. Especially not the one in Broken Arrow represented with this campaign and so on. But yeah, not a big fan of playing in modern times, so you won't see super much gameplay on this channel of this. But yeah, it's a cool mod for sure from the works, and the new ideas I really appreciate, so that's why I make this video for the most part. But yeah, we have the Russians here represented by a good amount as well. Also looking forward to see some NATO forces. Like, not really interested in the America versus Russia setting in general. It's getting really old for me as well. Every single battlefield and so on. So looking forward to have some Bundeswehr and so on in here as well. Motostrelkis, yeah, all pretty standard here. RPGs, the old ones. RPG 28s here, hitting hard. That's a good one. Rifles, no big difference. Saperis doing their job. RPO here with thermobaric trait, so can deal good damage against infantry. RPG 7VLs and a thermobaric launcher here in the Saperi RPG team. Sturmoviki with the RPG 26, some smoke, so can push, but with the medium machine gun, not sure. This one is the same with the incendiary rockets. So the RPO doing good. We have Conquerors M and Cornet being the hard hitter here, but no top attack, still frontal, and 29 is good, but the frontal armor obviously on the other side went up as well. Polomachiki, RPG 27, an MVP. We have some nice looking Tigers and Typhoons here coming around. As the transport, artillery, we have a couple new ones as well, obviously different versions of the Master, including cluster rounds. We have Hosta here with guided ammunition. Tornado G, it's just more rockets. I'm not sure if that, yeah. So Rockets just with a bit more range. Same with cluster here, just more range. Hero gun and HE and cluster. And then the toss here with thermobaric rockets. So pretty standard there. Tanks, classic T-72s, including T-72A without anything outside of smoke. And then AVs with the reactive armor. T-72B OBR 89 with era, better pen, better frontal armor. The 22 upgrade with better frontal armor, better pen, and the thermal sights. And the BA goes down again on the thermal sight thing. And Eastern General just slightly weaker here with one less pen. Trying to figure out why it's more expensive. Does it have a better engine? I'm not sure what's going on there right now. Why is it? It is more expensive. Then, yeah, more T-72 with more upgrades here. Up to the M. T-80BV, we know. M gets the thermal sights. U1 coming around, classic. U here getting the missile. And UA1 gets the thermal sights. And UM2 also gets the APS. So active protection system coming around to help out and give this a good boost in survivability and efficiency on the battlefield. E98 coming around here with a Dazzler trait, reactive armor, advanced thermals, and then the M being just an upgrade there. BMP 1P with Conquerors, AMs with the version where they removed the turret and put an auto cannon on top of it. The same thing with cope cages coming around here. And then we have another one with the old gun and the Conqueror's M instead on top, plus cope cages. D2s, BMP 2Ds, standard with Conquerors here. AG with the still WARNO knowledge as well. Same for the normal one. And then we got one with cages. And then we got the M with the Cornet to actually hit hard. So this is the upgraded one, has thermal sights and so on. So that one hits hard. And then the BMP T with Attackers, 30mm grenade launchers, and the twin 30mm. So hitting hard, obviously heavily armored, as it's on a tank chassis, and it can just shred through. So that's here as well. And then the Chrysanthema with its strong missile, hard hitting 30 pen. Really good unit as well. But as you can see, as more old Soviet equipment is around, more well-known units from WARNO here still around as well. Though the BTR-80A is new as well. Recon, got some upgraded BMs here with different guns. This one here now with a 30mm. You get some recon drones coming around, BMP2s coming in as well. Motor Retretka, RT Retretka with the second trait. Normal Retretka, Sniperies, Specialist GRU going in there. And then we have a Tiger M with a heavy MG on top. AA, we have a good amount. Tunguska's still being solid. And we have the Panzer. Tunguska missiles here. Yeah, doesn't have the extra range against helicopters that it has in base game yet. But yeah, Panzer going around, hitting hard as well. Good missiles. Same guns as over here at the Tunguska. And then we have a radar unit that just has a radar for now. And I'm not quite sure how this works. Like, I have seen it, but I have to talk about how this actually affects, if it boosts other units up, or if it's just a bait. But that would be obviously not that great. Or if it, like, if it just gives you vision or so, that could be interesting. Taurus in different forms, with the second one having better accuracy and being able to fire in motion. Books, S400s, it's the Patriot counterpart. And then Strelas, OSAS, and upgraded Strelas, and upgraded Iglas and normal Iglas as well. Helicopters are quite a couple. A52 here, coming around with vigors and good guns, good rockets. It's basic ECM as well, and then we have one more with E-glass on the side as well, so I can shoot down the enemy as well. Mi-35s with 23mm, with rockets, with attackers, and with E-glass as well. And a lot of attackers. And then the old Mi-24 P variants here, and V variants without any ECM, with Cocon, the classic 101s here, still being deployed. Plane-wise, good couple of known frames and new frames with different missiles and rockets, though this one is classic. This one here has good air-to-air missile and better air-to-ground missiles as well. Hard hitting, good bombs here. Su-25 SM3 with really hard hitting air-to-ground missiles, and then guided bombs here going pretty strong as well. Su-27 SM with the ER missile still being pretty close to what we know in WARNO, as it is pretty pushed there. Su-34 comes in bomber, AT, thermobaric, HE, and LGB. And then we have the AA variants of the Su-35, which come with good long-range missiles. One with 12 missiles here, 6 of each. And then one here with a bit more spread, but only 8 missiles total, with some R27ER put on there as well. Su-35S with seat, and then the Su-57 here, the new one with seat and 2 different AA variants that look pretty strong as well. And then just the classic Su-35 with Glucon bombs. I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be in with R60Ms or if it's supposed to have a better missile. But yeah, that's what you get here as well. So this is what you can play with. AI can play with you. You can play with other players. You can check out the Discord down below. So let me know down below what you think about the mod and what you want from it. And especially let the devs know. Help them out with testing. Help them out with modding even if you want. Especially if you know how to get some new models for specific nations. Or you are able to do them. Help them out. And yeah, with that said, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.